Hey everybody, it's Carla. Welcome to the Happy Bookmaker. I hope you guys are doing great today. It's doing pretty well here. It's a beautiful day in Colorado. So we're going to do something really fun, and it has to do with our black toile junk journal that we made, it's been 2 or 3 weeks ago now. And I've been kind of behind the scenes pulling out some fun stuff to decorate it with. So we're going to be working on that. And some of the things we're going to be using to decorate black toile with are some of my digital items from my Etsy shop that I did use a lot of the digital papers for the signature papers. And we talked about that. If you watched that video, I will link it below where we actually built this journal, constructed. And then also, as we are decorating, we're going to be using the what am I trying to call them? The ephemera sheets from my digital kit. The kit is a France and Flowers themed digital page kit, so it doesn't have to be used in a France and Flowers journal, but I just happen to have that, so that's what I'm using it for. But so I've got these pages. For each design is a page of ephemera with like an envelope to cut out and some tags and fun stuff like that. So we're going to be using some of those things in this book. So as I like to do, I kind of prepare a little bit, and I've got some sticky notes of pages that we're going to work on. If it doesn't go too long, maybe we'll do another one on top of this, but this is what I've prepared. So let's get started. I love this book. She's so pretty. I have decided to not overstuff this. I really do want it to be it's a junk journal, but I really do want it to be more of a writing focused junk journal. So we'll be putting in a lot of like notebook pages and stuff like that for writing. And the signature pages are so beautiful. It doesn't even really need a lot. I'm just really pleased with the way this book has turned out. So, okay, so we're gonna start at the back. And we're going to start here, and this is one of my digital papers. So again, they're in my Etsy shop. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm having a 50% off. This is a pre-Christmas sale, 50% off everything $50 and over through December 18th. And then, you know, for anything that's under $50, there is the make an offer tool. So you just click that and put in a price that you think you want, you know, to purchase an item. And if it's accepted, if it falls within the guidelines, it'll be accepted. So there's there's always a chance for a discount on any of my items. All right, got that out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna start with this little bundle of goodies here. So I thought I would use, see, here's my little digital ephemera sheet. So obviously, you know, when you do a junk journal, you only get half of the sheet because of the way you fold them. So the other half is has the color on it. But what we're gonna do is incorporate some of these pieces into this layout, so it looks like it's like the whole thing, if that makes sense. So we're gonna need some kind of a little pocket. And I like this image from Graphics Fairy that I printed on, I think it was tea dyed or coffee dyed paper. Looks like it was spritzed. And I'm gonna make a little pocket out of that. And this is some kind of French receipt of some sort. And I think I'm just gonna rip it. And then we're just gonna kind of do like an angled pocket here. And inside of that pocket, we are going to stick probably, I think I'm not gonna do the envelope because this is showing here. We might change our mind. But I think I'm gonna do the, a couple of these little journaling cards. And maybe this little teeny tiny envelope, that would be cute. Now I did, this is on regular paper. And I did print these on cardstock so that I could just cut out the tags and not have to back them with something heavier. You wouldn't have to do that. You could easily cut these out, put them on some cardstock, and you'd be good to go. But you know, sometimes I get lazy. So I thought, why not? I'll just print them on the cardstock. I know I'm going to be using these eventually, somehow, some way. Okay, so we're gonna be cutting out a few of those and putting them in the pocket. I also have this really cool digital image. Again, I think this might have been Graphics Fairy or Book and Paper Arts. And it is like a postcard of an old-time married couple. I don't know that they're French. They probably aren't, but I just love the way this plays with the grays in this layout. So we're gonna do our little, you know, kind of aging up of a digital print and making this look like a real postcard, which is so much fun to do. So let's start with the pocket. Okay, I think I just am going to kind of eyeball it and rip. So I need to cut off, obviously I need to cut off these borders. Let me do that real quick. Okay, I just love the way these beiges work together, the beiges and the black. That's so pretty. Okay, so I made a little fold because I want the tear to go down to this point. Okay, and then again, just sort of right, oh, I almost tore that sheet. That would not be good. We could fix it though, it would be okay. And I'm just tearing, and it can be very rough. And then of course we'll probably do some inking. Oh, look at that, came out just about exactly right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I may even tear off a little bit more. Let's see here, can we do that? Yeah, that's cool, I like that. And then we're gonna go ahead with our Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. As a matter of fact, let's go around these pages as well. Just give it a little bit of inking. Okay, oh, that's pretty. And then this, I'm just gonna go all the way around. Okay, how pretty is that? That looks really nice. And because it's a pocket, of course, we're only gonna go around the outside perimeter here. Fresh bottle, Fabri-Tac, yay. I still have some in the other one, but it's getting so thick. It's like getting really thick and gloppy. So just a little bead around the outside. You could use glue stick too. That would be perfectly fine if you have a good glue stick. Get that stuck down. Oh, we're gonna have to put something else fun on here. I can see that right now. So also for this book, I want to keep this fairly neutral, except for a couple of punches of color in each layout. Like for instance, this book, or this layout, will have this lilac color, but mostly neutral tones. I think it's gonna be really pretty. Okay, so we've got that down. Let's cut out some, I better cover up my glue or it's gonna get gloppy like the other one. Let's cut out a couple of these tags. And my thinking here too is that this is good journaling space and this is good journaling space. And you know, whoever ends up with this journal, you know, will be able to maybe tuck some more goodies in here. But I want to keep it, I'm trying not to go overboard, let's put it that way, which has happened possibly in the past. So we're gonna use the cardstock version. Okay, it's all cut out. It's not perfect because, you know, it's hand cut. I also need to punch a hole in here. So I'm gonna use the Crop-A-Dial with the 3/16 with the 3/16 inch hole. Boy, say that 3 times fast. Because I don't have another one that is the proper size. Okay, so I've got that hole. I'm gonna do some inking again. That's really gonna add a lot to these edges and sort of clean it up. And this will be the side to be written on. It's a little tiny journaling card, but it is a journaling card. You know, you can also take these sheets, just print them off, not the ephemera sheets, but the regular ones, and then just use a tag punch or just make any size tag that you want, capturing whatever image you want on your tag. So there's lots of possibilities. Okay, I really like that. Okay, I'm gonna find a little ribbon to go in that. Okay, so let's use a little raffia maybe a couple, well, maybe just one thickness. And we'll get it in here and tie it, and then we'll fray it out a little bit. Oh, I like that. I like the natural look of that. I just love raffia. No, that might be a little long, but we can cut it. Okay, I double knotted it, and we're just I'm gonna cut it off so that it's kind of, you know, even across the top. And we're just gonna kind of let it fray out a little bit. Just gonna spread that out a little. I think that's pretty. And on cardstock, it'll be really nice for writing on if needed. Then we can put something else on here, like I've got these really pretty beads from my friend Cheryl, little adhesive pearls. I think I'm just gonna randomly put a couple. I don't wanna do too many because it will make it harder to write. And on the other side, it's stuck to the scissors. They're very sticky. So just like a few. Oh, that's pretty, really pretty. 3. I mean, they say to not do, you know, even numbers. So I guess I'll leave it at that. What about sticking this? Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? We'll stick this little tiny, I don't know what you call it, little tag on it. Okay, let's give it a little inking. I really like that. In France and Flowers Red Toile, I had printed off sheets of French words and used them throughout the book. That is so pretty. And we're gonna be doing some more of that because, I mean, how easy and basically free is that? And I think we can use the glue stick on this. Just glue her up here. Just like that. Pretty. Then we've got our little postcard. We're gonna cut that out and make that into a vintage postcard. I mean, it is an image of a vintage postcard, but we are going to really do it up. Just using my scissors to cut this out, and then we're gonna distress it a little bit by a little ripping, a little sanding of the edges, which works really well when you have like a darker background. It just really adds some authenticity to it. Okay, so I'm gonna take my sandpaper. I'm just gonna kind of, I don't wanna do it on the book. It might get some little crumbs. So we're just gonna sand, and you can see, yeah, you see how it's just kind of distressing that up? Makes it look more like a real postcard. Okay, we're gonna do a couple of rips. Get out your frustrations. Okay, if you have any, and if you don't, that's great. If you have some, that's okay too. And then I do the inking not on the side because I don't really want to cover up where I've sanded off. I want the inking to be on the front and then also on the back, but not covering up the edge that we have exposed. I hope that makes sense. See, that already looks a lot more authentic. And a little bit on the back. Oh, and then we got to get our stamp, our postage stamp, right? Because this is a postcard. But this is also meant to be a journaling card. So we want to have plenty of room for writing. That's a little pointy. We don't want those edges so pointy. Okay, I found that. While I was digging, I found these new stamps that I picked up. Now this is not new, this was from the Ark, but it says Paris and it's like a tag stamp. I don't very often get lucky at the Ark in places like that. For some reason, I usually have to pay full price, but I did get these at the craft store, so we'll be using these throughout the book, but I just remembered that I had those. Okay, so, all right, I got distracted there. Doesn't take much. Okay, so let's do a little inking of the stamp, and then we're gonna just pretend that it's going this way. I guess it really wouldn't matter. And although I don't think that this says anything about France on it, but that's okay. There we go, we've got that. And it has plenty of room for writing. It's gonna go in our little pocket. like that. Oh, I like that. Very pretty. And then this little tag is going to go in here. Let's put a little stamp on the back of that, just a little one. I think that these are too big. Let's see what we got here. So I use my little favorite, my little tulip, because it's small. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and I do use it a lot. So I guess I didn't mention it, but of course the theme of this junk journal is France and flowers. So everything in it will have, well, almost everything will have a France and or flowers theme. So obviously all French stuff and flowers, that sort of thing. So that is the theme of the book, just like Red Toile and Waverly Blue. So it's a really fun theme to work with. And each of these books is a little bit different. I'm doing a couple of different things in them, but the other two just turned out beautiful. So so we're going to continue on with the trend. Okay, so we could also do something like this. What else do we have for tags? We could also cut out maybe, let's see. Let's cut out this one with a little Eiffel Tower on it. I like that. Okay, so this one doesn't have like a circle for a hole. I left it blank. So we're going to use an eyelet in this one and then put some kind of little tie in it. And maybe we'll do some kind of little flower or something on it. You could round the corners on this if you wanted to. Since this one is all rounded, I'm going to leave this one straight. So what color do we have for, pardon my reach? Oh, I think I see something. I think I see a lavendery. Or is that too pink? Let's see. Oh, in the bottom maybe? Let's see. And whoever designed this is, it's just cruel because I can't tell you how many times I've knocked these over. I like this because it is that lavender color, but it's a darker, oh, I like that a lot. Okay, so we're gonna take our crocodile again. And first thing we're gonna do is punch a hole, an 1/8 inch hole in our little card here, in our little journaling card. And if you just have a little hole punch, that's fine. If you don't want a hole or a tie, you don't need that. I mean, I have these other little hole punches. Actually, yeah, I think this is an 1/8 of an inch. You can just use that. So I'm gonna go like that. Pretty easy. Okay. And then now I do need to use my crocodile. Oh, that's so pretty already. Oh, okay. For the, to set the eyelet. Let's see here. Okay, got that. Set it. And there we go. Okay, let's add a little bit more to this. And again, we can do some kind of a little stamp or something on the back if we want to. We don't have to. Let's do, I pulled out these little stickers. Yes, I'm still using these little stickers from from the Dollar General. I think, actually I bought some more because they're super cool. And I think we'll just pop one down here, up here. Yeah, how about down here? It's a little empty space to tie in some of that purple. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so we need some kind of little tie on here. Okay, what about just some black, that black skinny kind of ribbon? Can I get it? Yes, I got it. Yay. Okay, I'll just tie a little tie, and that obviously ties in. Tie in, tie in. It ties in and it ties. And this is just something to, you know, pull the tag out of the pocket with. But how cute is that? See, how easy are these little tags to cut out and embellish? You don't even need to embellish them. They're ready to go. But if I do say so myself. Okay. Cut this at a little angle if we can. Yeah, just like that. Okay, I think we need a word. And I do still want something here. What if, look at, I found this ribbon. I've been trying to use for a while. And what if I just kind of outlined the bottom of this page? I don't think that would add too much bulk. It's actually a pink, not really a lilac, but that is really pretty. So I think we're gonna do that. And then, 'cause I got distracted while looking for my words. And then these are excuse the noise, my French words that I printed on tea stained and coffee stained or dyed papers. So, you know, we'll just pick one of these. You know, since this says the flowers of France, maybe we should do that in French. So I'll pick one of these, maybe two. I don't want to take any space away from here because that's good writing space. And let's get these out of the way for a minute. And I think I will use this smaller one, which basically is France and flowers. So it isn't the flowers of France, but it's very similar. So let's start with that. Let's rip it out. Okay. Of course, you don't have to print these on this kind of thing on a dyed paper. White is perfectly fine. I usually will ink around it anyway. You know, I have a lot of these in white in my other books, and it looks really cool. So we're just gonna kind of tie these two pages together with this. Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. I really like that. Okay, let's get that down. And you know what? I had not accidentally, I had cut an extra one of these off and decided not to use it. Let's just stick that, if I can, up in the corner here. See that little, one of those little pearls. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna do that. Oh, I love that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's do the ribbon. I want to cut this off as straight as I can. And I'm going to just do a bead of the Fabrifix. This is the perfect glue for this. Right around here. Okay. Let's just start laying it down. And then turn the corner. Kind of have to start turning before the end. Just keep going. Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. How am I going to top this? And now, get this cut off as good as I can. Perfect. Oh, that worked really well. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. I think we need one more thing over here. I think we need a little purple flower to kind of tie it all together. I'm just going to put it up in this corner. And then we've got our beautiful married couple, vintage married couple, and they're going to go in here. And we're going to put this little tag in here. And we've got this little tag. Plenty of writing space, but beautifully decorated. Yay! Okay, that's first layout. Cool. Okay, here's the next layout. And what do we got? We're gonna use, oh, this is another goodie from Cheryl. And great, it's like she knew the future and she knew I was gonna need these things. So I think with this, I kind of played around with ripping it. I can't rip it. It's very, I don't know what it is, but it's very tough. But how beautiful is that? So that is going to be our pocket. I'm leaving this page, which you see is a little bit smaller. And this is just a digital print printed on both sides. And we're going to ink it up a little bit. So this will be writing space. There will be plenty here. And then we are going to make a little pocket out of this. So what I need to decide is I want to still make it pretty. I want to cut it into a pretty shape. So maybe we'll do this one. Do I have a scallop? I don't think I have a scallop. I don't have a scallop, but I have this colonial. So I'm just going to mark this to the size that we need. And I don't want it to be too big. I don't want it to take up too much space. So maybe around this big. So we're just going to cut it. And then we'll just put that pretty kind of scalloped, you know, colonial edge across the top of it. Okay, I'm not sure, oh, which side should I show? I think I showed this side because this has got like a softer kind of textured side. Do you see what I don't know if you can see it. And then this is more shiny. It doesn't matter, I guess you could do either, but I'm gonna have the more almost fabric looking side showing. And it's a little crooked. How did I get it crooked? I did, anyway. We're gonna cut this part off too. Okay, so I've got it to the right size. And let's just go in. I hope it cuts well. Yeah, that's pretty. See, that's much prettier than just a straight edge, right? And I'm not going to do any inking on this. I want to keep it really pretty and just clean. So we're going to go around. I hope that this sticks. I've not used this before, so I'm sure it will. Now that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? And then you'll also kind of be able to see through those little holes what's on the inside. Oh, I didn't get any glue here. Ah. Okay, and then we're gonna do, I use this in red toile. This is an image of a photograph from Graphics Fairy, and I printed it out on 4x6 glossy, photo paper, and I'm gonna use the decal scissors to cut it out, and it will look like a genuine photo. I don't know why, but I'm just enthralled with these these old photograph images. I think that they're just so cool. So cut this out. And obviously the reason I use the decal scissors is I did not want to try to cut all those little tiny lines out. It was basically deckled anyway, and that would have been just silly and painful. So I'm not going to do any inking, I don't think. Should I do a little, like I want to make it a little aged. Just, we don't want it to look too new. Okay, let's do a little inking. I'm gonna wipe off any excess because I don't want a lot. Just like a little, yeah. I'm just fudging it a little bit. Because it is very kind of black and white. Yeah, that's cool, that's cool. And then somehow I got ink on the back of it, and I'm gonna go with it. I thought it could be cool to write like Eiffel Tower, 1953 or whatever, whatever the year is. So I might try to do a little research and see when this is supposed to be from. I haven't had a chance to do that, but wouldn't that be cool? Okay, so we've got that to put in our little pocket. How's that? I wouldn't say that this is a journaling card. I guess you could write on it, but it's not really intended for that. There we go, we got that. Okay, this is a little journaling card that I made actually for red toile and just couldn't fit it in because I had so much stuff. So let's add a little inking, but I love the color. I love the colors, the way they play. So I'm gonna give this a little inking. So this says boulanger. I guess it's, like a bakery. Okay, I know I didn't say that right. So that is gonna tuck in here. Oh, I love it, I love it. Okay, and then let's do a little piece of stationery. And I'm gonna just use the one that is printed on paper, and we're gonna do this big one. And the reason I'm kind of doing that is I'm bringing this pretty lady in and then a little bit of color in that envelope. Okay, so I've got it cut out, and the way I did these on the sheets is, obviously I have like an outline of the envelope, but I did it very light so that it wouldn't get in the way of the design. And also I know that, most people do inking. I'm gonna definitely be inking this. So I'm gonna fold it, and then I'm gonna ink the edges, and that's gonna cover up any line that might show, but again, it's very light. I'm not sure if you'll see these little edges, but we're gonna ink them up beforehand anyway, because you can't really do it after. It's very difficult to get in there and do that afterwards. So I'm gonna do that. And I already have a piece of book page, old book page, to use as our stationery paper to go inside of here. Oh gosh, that pink ribbon would be pretty with this one too. No, don't get me started. Okay, so you know what we should also do is we should put some kind of design on the inside of this so that, let's use one of these, so that when it's opened, you know, like this, there's a little design. And what about if we did a fleur-de-lis? Like, right, oh, that's pretty, huh? Let's do that. Oh, that's pretty. I got a little off. It is a little off, but that's okay. The idea is just that when you open it up, you have something pretty to look at. So let's do a little inking on the inside of here too. Okay, so it's just gonna go like this. Now let's see, does it go like this? No, it goes like this. It goes like this. Yeah, it's gonna go like that. Okay. Oh, how cute. How cute. Okay, let me get this out of the way. We'll finish our little envelope. Okay, I'm gonna take the bone folder and just kind of press these edges down so that they're nice and flat. Okay, now I just need glue along these two edges. And I don't want to get it on the inside, obviously, because I don't want to close it up. Okay, let's see how we did. Yeah, that's good. I mean, you could do more to decorate this up, but I think it's pretty good to go. Okay, so I've got this little piece of plastic. Just in case a little glue oozes out, I don't want this to glue itself shut while we're messing around here. Okay, that'll be good. Okay, that looks good. Looks really good. Now we're gonna do a little inking around the outside edges. I think we need a stamp up here, huh? Our little stamp. Stamp, stamp. I know I use it a lot, but I really like it. Okay. Where is our little stamp, stamp? Okay, here's our little stamp. Stamp. Get it inked up. It's a little big for this little envelope, but it'll work. Okay. And the lines could be like going off of the page, right? Oh, cute. Oh my goodness. Is that cute or what? Okay. You know what else we could do? We could take one of these little labels and put it here like it's an address label. That'd be kind of cute, huh? I don't want to cover her up, but we can put it like off to the side. And this seems to be, I think, the right color. Let's cut that out. That's cute. Okay, that's gonna go down. It's like a little mini letter, right? I like that. Okay, we're gonna put it right here so it's not in her way. Our pretty French lady. I have an image of her in my French lady's writing journal. Just so cool, so pretty. You can see her with like, unfortunately I had to cut that part off, but you got her neck and her pearls and her pretty dress and very Frenchy lady. So there's that. Okay, that's perfect. I might put like a little button or flower here, but this is the paper that I think I want to use for the stationery. Now I do have to cut it, but remember back in the day when they would do letters and they would have to like fold them because they didn't necessarily fit? Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, how do we do it? Okay, we're gonna fold it this way first. And this is an old book page. It's a little crispy. And we'll put something pretty on it as well. Okay, and then I think we're gonna have to do it in thirds to fit the whole thing. So if you were using it to write on, it would be like this, and it would, you unfold it and it would look like this, and that's the page number. So I'm going to put gently, if I can, a little bone folder. It is, like I said, kind of crispy. I don't know how long it's going to last. It might crunch apart, I don't know, but we're going to go with it. And then again, a pretty little image or something on here. Let's do the key, because that will fit the whole width of it. I like that. Okay. And there we go. It's pretty. Nice little letter to write someone. Okay. And then, like I said, well, let's find something here. Maybe a button, maybe a little flower. Okay, so I was digging. That is obviously not right. I thought about this kind of silver button. That's kind of cool. That could work. But there's also just a plain little white button that almost looks like it's closing up the whole thing. And I think we're gonna go with that. I think that's really sweet. Okay, just a little white button. And it'll add a tiny bit of bulk, but not too much. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty. And as I was digging, this obviously would have been too big for that. I mean, it's not really too big, but you know, we got the flowers here. So what I was thinking was, because that matches so well, putting one of these over on this side to kind of carry, again, our little punch of color that we're doing in a couple of spots. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so let's do a little inking around the outsides of the pages before we continue. Just a little. Okay, I've inked this up, and I did a little bit extra on the edges because, you know, if it was being handled, that's kind of how that would look. And then we've got our little envelope, pretty little envelope with our stationery vintage book page, and that is going to tuck in here. Oh, that's a little flimsy yet. Let's get these in here. We've got our vintage photograph image, and then our boulangerie note card. Those are going to tuck in here. You know what we could also do is a paper clip this to the side, and then it can be moved around. Let's do that. Let's just use one of these, maybe a gold one. I think that would be really pretty. It's not an altered paper clip, it's just a plain one. But again, it kind of adds less bulk, so I'm kind of okay with that. And I think it could go right down here, huh? Yeah, that's pretty. It could tuck in here too. This could be tucked into here, and then the envelope could be in here. We could do a multitude of styles here. No, I like the envelope tucked in on the side with a little paper clip. And then we'll do a little flower. I guess we could do it down here. Oh gosh, now my mind is going. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. I think I like that better than having it up here, kind of in the way of the writing. Let's put this here. And look at that, it's got the little gold beads on it, so it ties in perfectly with the gold paper clip. I didn't even plan that. Or did I? That is gonna go right here. Oh, how cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, we need a word. We need some words. Okay. How about, let's see, what do we got here? Where's all my words? I feel like something like write or journal. Journal is the same in French as it is in English, so that's a pretty safe one to go with. Dream would be really pretty. Oh, I like that. Let's do dream. And again, we're just gonna rip it out. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. We'll ink it up and stick it down, and I think this one's done, huh? Oh, that's pretty. Should we put it off to the side? Yeah, let's do that. I like that better. Okay, that is so pretty. Now, I said we were done, but you know, I just got to use this little guy because he's my brand new stamp, and it's Eiffel Tower. So I think I will maybe pop it over here in the corner, something like that. I've been so excited to use these. I think we need a little squirt. It's about time to replenish my ink pad. I know you can buy refills. I've just been resisting, you know, out of frugality. Okay. Do that. Oh, that's it. That's it. How pretty is that? Yay. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, I had to tidy up a little because, oof, it was a mess. Okay, we've got these goodies for this layout. And I think let's go ahead and start first by doing the little inking around the edges of the pages. Because I get excited and carried away and then I kind of forget. And we're just gonna kind of go around. Ooh, look at that, okay. A little bit on the inside. So my thinking is that this page is for journaling, for writing, and then over here we're gonna put some little goodies. So I've got this flower image, France and flowers, and we're gonna ink it up because it's a little bit white, but I'm gonna cut it out and we're gonna have a little pocket here and tuck in a couple of goodies. So how big do we want this guy to be? I think I'm gonna have to go to about here, and I think we're gonna have to lose this part. Let's bin this up. Okay, so I've got that trimmed there. Yeah, it's if I want to have a proper pocket, although this could be fine too, and to kind of leave some of that. Here I go again. Leave some of that leaf. This might be okay too. I could do this. No, we're gonna do this. I like that. So I will have to cut off part of this one, but that's okay. All right, I think that's the ticket. Okay, trim that off. So now I'm just gonna go around and sort of fussy cut, but not exactly. Okay, hey, that looks pretty good, huh? Let's give it a little inking. And after the inking, it's not gonna look so, you know, obvious that it's not really truly fussy cut out. It's close, but not exactly. Okay, let's get this glued down. And oh, perfect, perfect. Okay, obviously we're gonna go all around here. I guess what I'm gonna do is kind of stop here, and then this whole thing will be open on the top. Okay, just kind of pushing that all down so it sticks well. Get my fingers wiped off too. Okay, oh, that's pretty. What a really pretty pocket. So we've got this vintage letter. This is a vintage French letter that I got in my big French ephemera haul for Red Toile. I didn't use it, as you can see. I don't know what it says, but yeah, I don't know. But apparently it is French. This says France. It's really hard to read. I don't know if it's meant to be really hard to read or if it's just really rough handwriting, but I think it's beautiful, and it is going to be tucked into our pocket. It's really lightweight. It's kind of an onion skin. And then we've got this postcard, again, a postcard image that we're going to age up a little bit. Now this has got both sides. I printed both sides on cardstock. I probably wouldn't have had to do both sides on cardstock. It's just the way it ended up being. And then, so like this is the back, as you can see. So I'm gonna have to cut this down so that it fits evenly on the front, and then we're gonna, you know, age it up a little bit. And this will also be a really cute little journal card. So let's trim this off. glue the two together. Are we still a little bit off? Maybe a little bit down in here. And hopefully when it's glued together, it will look like this is all one card. And it actually will have more of an actual postcard weight than just one piece of cardstock. So my very first video that I did was aging up digital ephemera and making it look authentic. And I did a bunch of postcards and stuff like this. And it is so fun. Like, you could just get lost doing this for hours. You know, taking these images and, you know, pretending that they're real and making them look authentic. Just loads of fun. So yeah, that looks good, huh? That looks really good. So we're gonna do the same thing with the sandpaper. We're gonna kind of rough it up. Let me get this down some more. Sanding, that'll kind of help meld these two. Is that a word? Meld these two together so that they are one postcard. Really nice size for journaling too. Get those edges not so pointy and sharp, because they probably wouldn't be anymore if they were really old. Okay, a little inking now. I mean, there really isn't much more to do with this, right? Because it's the decoration is in the postcard image, and it is a oh, well, this is going to Holland. Okay. But it looks like it might be going, oh, Amsterdam. Okay, well, okay. It's not exactly Paris, but that's okay. I loved the fact that it had a back to it, and we could make it into this really sturdy, boy, it is nice and sturdy, journaling card. Okay, so this little guy can go in here, tucked like this. Is it gonna fit? Yes, it fits, yay. That's cool, huh? I really like that. What else do we have? So I feel like, again, we could use some kind of words. Maybe down on the bottom, daily log or something. This is going to be used for writing, so I don't want to muck it up with a bunch of stuff. Oh, we have something. Oh, I forgot about the pansies. So the pansies are this beautiful, they're going to blend in with this beautiful purpley blue color, kind of, I guess, kind of periwinkle. So we can put, maybe we should put one up here. Should we do that? Oh, I got stuff stuck to me. So what's new, right? Which one? Which one? Because this needs a little something up in this corner, I think. How about that? Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Okay. Okay, a word. Words. What do we want? Actually, how about bonjour? And because it's got the 3 dots and it'll go down here like it's kind of leading it off the page. Let's tear it out. Okay, let's give it a little inking. So yeah, I like that. That's pretty. I mean, I don't have to have these on everyone, but I just like them so much. They're so easy to add. Bonjour. Bonjour. Pretty. So why don't we add a tag from this digital page? It's not the coordinating one, but they all go together, so we can certainly use one. So like, which one should we use? I do like the one that says Paris. That's fun. And even the one that has like part of an Eiffel Tower. I'm gonna start cutting one out and we'll see. Okay, I cut out a couple of them and I decided that I like this one. I just like the tones of it, and we can maybe like clip it on the side here. It could go in the pocket too. We can decide that. Let's do a little inking, of course. our usual thing. You know what could be fun is to take our little Eiffel Tower stamp, now where did he go? And do sort of a light stamp on the back of this. Light enough that, you know that you can write right over it. Right, I did it again, right, okay. That seems to be the theme of the day. just a really light image. Okay, it's fairly light. It's not terribly light. Okay. I still like it. I think it's cute. All right, so I need to punch a hole again, that size. We're so close to getting the third layout done, yay. So that'll be it for today, obviously, because, you know, it always takes a little longer than I think it's going to. And that's a nice hole, okay. And I always like to do a little inking around that so it doesn't look so, you know, freshly punched, sort of. Okay, and then we just need some kind of a ribbon and then maybe some kind of a little embellishment on it. How about this light blue little ribbon? It blends in with the blue. We'll see if we like this. Okay, wait, I had another idea. What if we did both of these? I just feel like it's just a little too thin or something. What if we did the ribbon and the raffia? Ooh, I like that. Oh, that's pretty, huh? That's pretty. Okay, so I've got it tied. What do you think? I think that's kind of cute. Adds a little color. Yeah, we'll keep it for now anyway. I'm gonna cut this fairly short. It's a little long and wild here. And then it can just be kind of pinned to the side here. I like that. How about in this case we use a little black paper clip, kind of ties in. You could use any color, but yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty, isn't it? Simple and pretty. Okay, I'm gonna tidy up and we're gonna recap. Okay, let's do a quick recap. So let's start in the back with our first one, which was the old-fashioned married couple and the receipt pocket with our pretty ribbon and our pretty little tags cut right from our little digital images, our digital ephemera images, and they're gonna tuck right in here. And we've got our words, France and Flowers words. I'm gonna figure out how to tuck this in so that they want to stay. I might have to put a little bit more glue right here, but that looks super cute. And then we've got a little purple flower here to tie it in. And then over here, oh, I really like this one too. I mean, I like them all, I always do. But this one, we've got that really pretty, interesting paper from Cheryl. And then we've got our old vintage photo, and not this vintage photo, but this vintage photo, and a little note card here, or I should say journaling card. Pretty little flower that blends in. Got our little envelope from our ephemera digital page with an antique book page in case somebody wants to write a little letter or a little note to somebody. And we're gonna just tuck that in on a little gold paper clip. And then for the last one, we've got our big, beautiful floral pocket. That's so pretty. With our big journaling card, which is an old image of a vintage postcard. That's so pretty. And then a genuine vintage French letter. And again, a little digital image journaling tag just tucked in the side here. So hey, we got 3 layouts done and they turned out so pretty. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. As always, I appreciate you, and we will see you next time. Bye.